All right, everyone, we are Team 12. My name is Mary.
My name is Kara.
My name is Craig.
And this is our final project. So let's get started. We did some research here and we wanted to find out what is most important to CMU undergrads when choosing a marketing internship or a full-time position. And what we found was that atmosphere, room for advancement within the company, and the culture fit with the personality was most important to our students. And areas to improve on for them would be meaningful work each day.
For our agenda, we're going to go through our research methods. Within this, we have our results, and that consists of our conjoint analysis, the MaxDiff, and the 3 customer experiences. For research methods, we had a sample of CMU marketing undergraduate students, and as you can see by their faces, they're clearly ecstatic to be graduating from CMU. For data collection, we used a web-based survey administered to our undergraduate students at CMU. We did this in the fall of 2016, and our points were awarded for quality completes. For research limitations, we had a little bit of survey fatigue and limited knowledge of all potential opportunities, but despite limitations, there is confidence in our results.
All right, getting into our first research method, conjoint analysis. Conjoint analysis is how do students make choices, and with those choices we get attributes that are least and most important, and within those attributes we look at the level of preference. And in the results, the attribute importance share a total of 100. More points equals more importance, while with the level of preference, negative is below average preference, while positive is above average preference. And looking at the marketing attribute importance, type of job is clearly the leader, while work environment is one of the least important attributes. And then marketing students definitely would like to become marketing consultants. Work environment is split 50-50 between office and road warriors. With location, students just don't want to end up in the boonies. Ideally, students want to be an hour away from home. And the personality fit is also split right down the middle. And students would like to make the big bucks at $60,000 a year. In summary, students want to be a marketing consultant in a big city that is 1 hour away from home and pays around $60,000 a year.
So getting into our maximum difference analysis, what we look at here is what is most and least important to students when choosing an internship, as well as when choosing a full-time position, and then we kind of compare them to each other. So again, the attributes here are going to share 100 points. The higher the score, the higher the importance. So here you can see our internship attribute spread. We have our 3 most important attributes in purple, those being atmosphere, advancement, and fit. And then we have our least important at the bottom. Students don't care as much about social activities after work, the size of the firm, or the dress code. Now when we look at full-time position attributes, they're pretty much the same. As you can see, we have the highest 3 in purple and the lowest 3 are similar to the internship attributes. And then looking at them together, you can see there isn't a whole lot of variation like we've been saying between the two. The major differences are going to lie in the advancement opportunities and the work alignment with major. So what's going on here? Overall, students care about the same things when looking for internships and full-time positions. They're more concerned with career fulfillment and advancement opportunities rather than those more tangible attributes like dress code and social activities going on after work.
Our third research method is customer experience, and this consists of 3 different things. For importance, we are focusing from a retention perspective on what is most important to students. For the results, we're looking for the attribute share as well as comparing both of these different situations. For looking at what's most important for students when looking for an internship or full-time position, we look at the same things that Mary mentioned before, which is meaningful work, fit within your personality, as well as the reputation. And then if you look at the very end, you can see that stress is not very important when students are looking for a job. This is probably because of the workload that we've experienced at Central.
Garver.
This is a different way of looking at the importance attributes. As you can see, it's the same three I mentioned before, as well as the interesting work and the atmosphere. And then same when looking at the bottom, you can see that the level of stress is not as important. So looking overall, students want a good reputation, meaningful work, and for their personality to fit within the firm.
Getting into performance, customer experience, we are comparing to the industry average and also the key drivers with those industry averages. In the results, we have the NPS score, and the NPS scores range from a negative 100 to 100. Breaking down our NPS score for CMU marketing students, we have 46.9 promoters while 31.2 detractors, resulting in a 15.7 NPS score. Comparing CMU to these other NPS scores, CMU is a little bit lower than Costco, Wharton School of Business, and Harvard. And then looking at our attribute performance comparing to our best competitor, which is Michigan Universities, there's really no strong variation between the attributes. Getting into our performance ratios, which is us divided by them, which is our best competitor. These are our top performance ratios. The bars in the red are the performance ratios that we're doing the poor in, while the ones in the blue are we're doing well in, and in the gray is our zone of indifference, so there is no major advantage. And to sum this up, our NPS score is lower than other competitors, but our performance attributes are relatively equal to the industry average.
All right, and last but not least, we're going to look at our customer experience improvements. So what we're asking here is what needs to be improved, and if anything, what should we improve first? So we have two different types of improvement opportunities to go on. We have our stated improvement opportunities, which are more cut and dry, do we need to improve, what should we improve upon? Then we also have our derived improvement opportunities, which stem from our performance important analysis. So first we asked our students, do we need to improve? And they said yes. So then we went and asked them, well, what do we need to improve on? And as you can see here, by a landslide, students think that we need to improve upon meaningful work. So each day they want to do more meaningful, more fulfilling things. So on the contrary, we have our derived improvement opportunities now. There's a little bit of variation here because this is our performance compared to our competitors. And in this situation, our improvement opportunities lie in our atmosphere and our onboarding, which you can see is in our major weakness quadrant. So overall, what's going on here? Students are really looking for improvements in meaningful work, and based on our performance to our competitors, those improvement opportunities lie in atmosphere and onboarding. So again, we did some research, we used a couple different research methods, and overall we found out that most important to our students is atmosphere, room for advancement in a company, and the culture fit with their personalities. And the biggest areas to improve on, like I just said, are meaningful work and atmosphere and onboarding. So that's it. That's all we got for you.
And never forget, Team 12 is number 2 in the competition, but number 1 in your heart.